Here we go. Our first battle of top 16, our number 1 qualifier, Dio Shihara. Look at Dean Carnage Carney. We talked about it, and he is being about it. Dean Carnage Carney, good transition into that flat bottom. You're seeing some correcting from Dean Carnage Carney, but that's good in that chase position because he's getting himself right next to Dio Shihara. Woo! Already out of the gates, look at this. Dive, close to the clips. They navigate through that smoke. Falcon Tire and Achilles, evidence all around the track. Mental power to stay with Dean Carnage Carney. We're about to find out. Here we go. A gap is created. Dean Carnage, good job, good angle. Keeping a safe distance is Dio Shihara. I'd like to see, a little falling back there from Dio Shihara coming into the crease. Dean Carnage Carney. Look at Dio, you see him getting close. Dean pulling away, some separation here. Not too concerned about nothing really major. But right now, it seems that Dio Shihara is maybe getting a little overpowered here in this arm wrestling match. Here we go. Let's get the verdict. Dean Carnage Carney, Dio Shihara, and Dean Carnage Carney. Here we go. Robin Nishida initiates. You can see him yanking the brake. Alex tucking into that Achilles radial smoke signal. Robbie knocking over that first front clip. Treated like a wall, so essentially just barely kissing it. Knocking over that plastic. Oh, Alex exploding the second one. These guys are taking these Libby points down. Oh, wow! Somebody losing, oh man, a lot of fiberglass getting lost up. Get a winner here. The judges digesting that first run. Alex getting aggressive into the bank. Wow, that looked like he was almost gonna drift right up into the wall. Shredding that back bumper off is Alex. Great angle. Keeping the speed, great momentum through the power alley. Nishida shutting it down. Oh man, what a bummer for Nishida. Shuts it down. Like I said, if his car is together. Here we go. Slide him left for Alex. Right for Nishida. Oh, look at that one more time. Andy and Brian say, Robbie says, Andy says Robbie, and Brian says, one more time, they're going at it again. Here we go. Robin Nishida. Alex Hilbrun. The one more time battle. Nice job by Nishida. Transitioning now into that front clip. Whoa, Alex coming in hot, but it ends up working out for him. On the second dash mark there is Nishida. Alex diving on the inside, taking a shallower line. Here on the Jersey Shore. Alex, whoa, big initiation by Alex. Robin Nishida lacking the angle, rolling into it. Alex putting it down. Alex into that second rear clipping zone. Nishida getting a little wild there. Hilbrun rips through the power alley. The way Hilbrun's driving right now, this could be all she wrote for Nishida. And here we go, Hilbrun and Nishida. Left for Alex. Hilbrun gets the win. Hilbrun. Vaughn Gittin Jr. A strong lead, a big gap already established. Vaughn Gittin Jr. high on the bank. Look at Kristaps. Woo! Absolutely attacking like a maniac, shredding that front bumper off. Vaughn Gittin Jr. goes off track. Look at all the body parts just strewn about the track. Oh wow. Kristaps just losing part. All right, we need to call some serious maid service right now. But he's got to think calculated as far as what's going to transpire. Nice job. Oh, Blues getting to the wall. We talked about it. He's doing what he needs to do right now. Get aggressive, exploding that initiation point, or not the initiation point, but the initiation defining that rear clipping zone. Vaughn Gittin Jr. Oh, as Kristaps. He's putting down a large run here. Here we are, Blues and Gittin. Slide him right for Vaughn Gittin Jr. Vaughn Gittin Jr., 2010 Formula Drift champion. Osbo initiates. Really high, up into that wall. Going against the serrated knife that is the railing. Osbo scrubbing a lot of speed. Look at Pollock. That allows him to gain that proximity. Getting on the door of Frederick Osbo. Really pulling away from Justin Pollock. Look at that thing just grip up. Osbo just consistent. Leaving the start line. Initiating is Pollock. Look at that angle. You see him really slam on the brakes, whip it in. And Ryan, this is what you were talking about earlier about, oh, look at that. Frederick Osbo taking out that front clip. Justin Pollock tucking in nicely into the crease. A lot more cool and calm out front as Osbo seems to be struggling here playing catch up with Pollock. Pollock getting that outside zone, getting to the touch and go. Right. Are we going to see Frederick Osbo advance on? He's our current points leader. Is Justin Pollock going to take out our defending champion? Ryan says Frederick Osbo. Andy says one more time. And Brian says Frederick Osbo. Frederick Osbo gets the win. 2 victories against each other. And here we go. Odi Bakshis. Michael Essa, some shimming there. Trying to get closer to Odi Bakshis. Good transition. Very smooth as Bakshis. You can see him working the wheel, looking inside the cockpit of the Hyundai. Essa, look at that, applying the pressure. Odi Bakshis not faced a quick little, like, that transition was very slow to get to that top, to that touch and go. The shadows and of course the smoke. And, oh, look at Odi Bakshis! Woo! Odi Bakshis, this is the Jekyll and Hyde I'm talking about. He just seems like a different man this year. He's out for blood. And look at that. Most drivers have been backing off at that point. Odi just slowly rolled off of it. Oh no. Odi going high on that bank. That's where he had that issue before. You saw him with the transition there. And here we go, going to the judges. Essa and Odi slide him left for Michael Essa. We'll see if Wang can apply the pressure. See if he can get the back end of Chris Forsberg. As Forsberg high on the bank. Wang, great emulation of that angle. Forrest Wang coming down off the bank into the crease is Chris Forsberg. Forrest Wang gaining that proximity. Nice job by Wang. Through the power alley, transitioning through is Forsberg. Look at the smoke. I mean, you could barely see through it. Forsberg and Wang toe to toe. There we go. Who's going to come out on top? Forrest Wang, a feint entry, initiating into the bank. Forrest Wang throws it in. Forsberg falling down there quite a bit, coming down into that first front clip. First battle, I would agree that Forsberg had the advantage after the first run. What transpires? And look at this, Chris Forsberg gets the win. Chris Forsberg unanimously gets the win and the victory here in this situation. Ryan, we're hearing boos. 2 more battles in the top 16. Here comes Field. Initiating into that first rear clipping zone. Farouk, a late initiation, wavering on the bank. Matt Field dialed in as Farouk struggling to maintain the angle. A lot of corrections there in that chase position. And back quite a bit as Matt Field brings it through. Wants some redemption here as they saw each other in Atlanta. Farouk slowed down and Field just punted, for lack of a better term, Farouk, and it was deemed his fault, so Farouk actually got the win. A very low initiation by Farouk. Struggling here in the lead position is Farouk, and if Matt Field continues on the pace he is right now, he will be seeing a grade 8 berth. Farouk makes his way through. And I'm assuming they are going to all go right for Matt Field. 777 in the Falcon Tires, Drift Cave, Black Tracks Performance, Rotiform Wheels, Vortex Supercharged, S14. Matt Field gets the victory. Line, you're allowed to leave the start line a little early if you're in the chase position. Ryan Turk initiates. Good angle, tapping of the brakes. Here comes Goosh. Ryan Turk throttling through. Smashing the throttle. Look at Gucci right there on the door of Turk. Look at him lunging forward like a fencing match. Woo! All the JZs. And Turk winning 5 out of the 7 times. What is going on here, Ryan? That was a real early jump by Ryan Turk. That really threw him off his game. As Ken Gucci continues through the course, Ryan Turk Popping his way now, dropping into formation like a dogfight. Wow, look at Gucci throw more angle at it around that front clip. Woo! Sounds like a battle. Slide him left for Gucci, right for Turk. And that's a one more time from Ryan. Andy says, one more time. And Brian says Ken Gucci. So 2-1. Feint initiation into the bank. Ryan Turk. Nice and high. Look at Gucci. Amazing angle proximity, Ryan Turk. Quick yank of the E-brake. Gets it into the crease. And look at Ken Gucci in the pocket. Tucking in once again. Woo! Very similar setup vehicles. Here, Ryan Turk chooses not to do the jumping of the light. As Ken Gucci, nice and high. Ryan Turk, you can see him tapping the brake, keeping it cool, calm, and collect. Ryan Turk takes out that front clip. Ryan Turk zeroing in on him. Ken Gucci, great angle. Look at that. Nice into that front clip. Oh, Ryan Turk running over the front clip as Gucci, a very tight, shallow line.
As we take a look at the results, we'll find out who's going to move on to the top 16.
And there it is. Ken Gucci gets the win. Ken Gucci out. Alex Hillebrand gets the win, and he's going to the Final Four. Words with him. Obviously one of the fans' favorites. Alex Hillebrand. Look at that angle. Drops down though. Not as solid as he did in the top 16. Dean Carnage Carney, look at him lunge forward into the door. As Alex zeroes in on that front clip. Woo, look at Dean. Dean Carney bringing it on home in that Dodge Viper. Carney out front, Oracle Lighting, Dodge Viper on the Keeley's radials. Wow, Alex Hillebrand dropping down the bank. Oh, a big straightening, a correction there from Dean. Shutting it down. Oh man, that looked like he was off to the races as Alex. So Dean Carnage Carney gets knocked out. Alex Hillebrand gets the win, and he's going. Here we go. Vaughn Ginn Jr., Frederick Osbo. Vaughn Ginn Jr. getting the jump on Osbo. Good initiation. You're talking about just chipping away. Frederick Osbo giving himself some room. Coming down the transition is Vaughn Ginn Jr. Frederick Osbo hanging tough into that second rear clipping zone. Look at Osbo nosing in. Vaughn Ginn Jr. throwing some more angle into that Monster Energy Ford Mustang. One more front clip and rounding out the course. Looking down at the ground. Frederick Osbo throwing it in. Vaughn Ginn Jr. right there. Let's see how we handle that first front clip. Osbo in the crease. Vaughn Ginn Jr. getting on that horse. See him lunging forward. Osbo, great angle there through the power alley. As Vaughn runs through the gears, and Osbo, here we go, Vaughn Ginn Jr., Frederick Osbo, slide him left for Osbo, right for Ginn. Ryan, Andy, and Brian say, Vaughn Ginn Jr., and Andy and Brian say one, Andy says one more time, and Brian says, Vaughn Ginn Jr. gets the win. Vaughn Ginn Jr. defeats our defending champion. Forsberg and Essa came down to them in to get that championship as Chris Forsberg initiates. Michael Essa going hard at Chris Forsberg. Essa backing off of it, coming down into that first front clip. Forsberg now into the second rear clipping zone. Essa right there, tucking in right on the door of Forsberg. Transition, oh man, getting thrown off in the power alley as Essa. That whoop section, so unfortunately, Michael Essa with a feint entry throws it in. Forsberg trying to reel him in. The loudmouth exhaust BMW pulling a little bit away there from Essa. Transitioning into that second rear clipping zone. Forsberg maintaining the angle. Essa, deeper angle, look at that. Nice job by Essa. Bringing it on home. Forsberg kind of falling off there at the end. And the results are in, Essa and Forsberg. And there it is. Chris Forsberg gets the win, advancing on to the Final Four. One podium before. Here we go. Ken Gushi. Great angle. Look at Matt Field. Right there. In the mix is Matt Field. The impact that we're looking for is right there. That is a huge chase run there by Matt Field. Keeps it going. A slight correction of bobble. Keeping the composure. Scrubbing a lot of speed. A big gap. Where is Ken Gushi? Nowhere to be involved. That's Matt Field. Transitions. Talked about, sounded like he came off the throttle a little bit, but more scrub and some speed. Whoa, Matt Field spins out. Man, that just came unbound. That was pretty crazy. As Ken Gushi gets the win, man. Here we go. Vaughn Gittin Jr. throws it in. Big, huge angle. Alex Hilbrun right there. Look at him working his way up top. Vaughn dragging the wall. Big angle from Vaughn Gittin Jr. Alex Hilbrun chases him down. Gets into the creases. Vaughn as Hilbrun. Woo! You see him reeling him in. Hop, skip, and a jump through the power alley out to the touch and go are both the drivers. Phenomenal driving right now. Out front. Vaughn Gittin Jr. chasing. Look at Alex, great angle. Woo! Vaughn Gittin Jr. having to cut through that smoke. Both these guys on Nitto tires. Alex pulling away from Vaughn Gittin Jr. Transitioning through into that final front clip. Alex Hilbrun, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Slide it left for Alex, right for Vaughn. Ryan says one more time. Andy says, and they're going one more time. They're going at it again. Crawling off, here we go. Quick tap of the brake, initiated, look at that. Not huge angle there, past that first front clip, but right now, good execution. Pretty textbook here, Ryan. Fairly similar to what we saw on their first run. Alex Hilbrun will lead, Vaughn Gittin Jr. chasing, initiating. It's Alex Hilbrun, Vaughn Gittin Jr. working his way up the bank. I was gonna say that he was starting low, but he actually made his way up to the wall. And look at this, Alex now pulling away from Vaughn Gittin Jr. Seeing some separation here. Is Alex Hilbrun gonna be dominant here and take it to the finals? Cutting through the smoke is Vaughn Gittin Jr. and Alex Hilbrun. Here we go, going to the judges, Alex Hilbrun, Vaughn Gittin Jr. Slide it left for Alex. The Peruvian driver is taking down the Formula Drift veteran. Ryan says Vaughn Gittin Jr. Andy says one more time, and Brian says Vaughn Gittin Jr. So it shows you the percentage there of victory there by Forsberg. As Forsberg initiates into the bank, Ken Gushi inching closer. Down near his front wheel though, needs to get up on the door, and there goes Ken Gushi. Ken Gushi splits off. It seemed that Ken Gushi just, I'm seeing a tire rub there on his door. There might have potentially been contact, but in that instance, it would be Ken Gushi with the contact. He's now out front. Forsberg giving chase. Initiating is Gushi. Getting up close and personal with the wall. Transitioning down. Forsberg throwing it in hard. Looked like he was going right for his door as Gushi continues through the course, through the power alley. Gushi taking out that front clip. Oh wow, Forsberg shallowing up that line. All right, let's make it official. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Chris Forsberg advances on, and he's in the finals. Vaughn Gittin Jr., Chris Forsberg. Who's gonna get the win here at Wall? Vaughn Gittin Jr. sticking it to the wall. Chris Forsberg right there. transitioning through into the second rear clipping zone. Vaughn dipping in the crease. Chris Forsberg nosing in at his door. Wheel to wheel through the power alley. Vaughn pulling away from Chris Forsberg. He had the proximity, but then it ended up biting him here at Wall Stadium Speedway. Chris Forsberg initiates. Vaughn Gittin Jr. works his way up the wall. You see him just massaging that Monster Energy Nitto Tire Mustang. Wow, Vaughn narrowly escaping some contact there. Has the horsepower on call. Forsberg maxing out the angle. Vaughn is right there. Through the power alley is Forsberg. Vaughn Gittin Jr. is riding shotgun with Chris Forsberg. He's from the East Coast. He has a V8 under his hood. He's in Drift Alliance. He's sponsored by an energy drink company. And last but not least, your winner is Vaughn Gittin Jr. Vaughn Gittin Jr. grabs the win in his Monster Energy Nitto Tire Ford Mustang RTR.